yara nyilla domoro kadiyata
boy janno CK's restaurant
sign na ko be ni na dimbal nimba domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kende ma bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de te ka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo pendin lo dunya kono domoro betama nyillom international o toda number 1
amanke ba domola jandama
esa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa na ko sa futandin
oto sa na ko be mu CK's restaurant
dafa nan janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
All right.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But
Don't you know about Baluwo?
Baluwo? What is Baluwo?
Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluwo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3 or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.
Agada.
Mbijan raganya.
Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la.
Ha, code nyinji.
Okay. What's that? Nsila ID soto.
Sorry. Agada.
Mbijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariaka. Mbare ki janna nun kunu bara tariaka.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbari ya bere. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato ni fo bolon blabe.
56 branches mola soto Gambia jam.
Ha?
Gambia kono ani Gambia bantala bankol. Nka kodo kiya bere. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi topoto nin kodi maraw. Jannom number 1 ti nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale le dadi ma ni domorol ni fana beteat. Gambia dawda yalo ma fa kendol sotale je.
Wo moyo diat
apelenta
ni wo ka ni na lafta nyelen kendo le bina.
Yalo bukani la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Abaraka.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm in London that can help you with all aspects of your legal work. If you are looking at immigrating to the United Kingdom, Stewart & Co. can help you to set up business, buy houses in the UK, and will deal with all your legal works from start to finish.
For all your general immigration work, we can help you with that as well. If you apply for any form of visa, whether student visas, settlement visas, marriage visas, or a child wanting to come to the United Kingdom to settle with the family, we can help you to achieve your goals.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm specializing in conveyancing, immigration, litigation, family law, personal injury, licensing, no win, no fee. Contact us today at www.sk-solicitors.com.
In the last session, in the last session before the break, you told this commission about your name, your age, and you also confirmed where you live as stated on the protective sheet. You've also told the commission some of your work experience and the support you're giving to people living with HIV/AIDS. You've also told the commission about your diagnosis. And just before we went, you were telling the commission about how you openly declared your status. And the fact that you found that necessary so that you can actually sensitize and educate other people living with HIV/AIDS. And also what sort of protective measures can be used. You may now continue to tell the commission your role in Santayala.
Okay, just as I stated earlier on, 2001. In 2001, I became a leader there. During that time, it was not easy to hold discussions within the association.
trainer organized program the train in terms of public speaking.
We contracted trainers to train us on how to speak in public.
Budgetos to me along Kafunti more sensitized about HIV.
In the course of that, we got a budget which enabled us to go out and sensitize people. I can say that during the course of that sensitization, we traversed the entire length and breadth of the Gambia.
So therefore, Mr. Witness, at this point in your life, you were well known in the jurisdiction of living with HIV/AIDS.
Woto inatake moti mo jamaye men long nying HIV/AIDS kurang nyin la karola.
Safu Gambia belum.
I can say the entire Gambia.
Katu region te Gambia nte malo damunto kadiamu kaitandi mola ko HIV abekerini.
Because there is no region in the Gambia where I have not stood to sensitize people to tell them that HIV/AIDS is existing.
Adu abente faolale.
And also that I have it. And the association that I am a part of, those are the people who also have it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Witness. So at this point, if we may move further. Can you tell this commission how you first heard about the Presidential Alternative Treatment Program?
Banko president wo tembo kate kanyi HIV/AIDS programu nying abake kan purka murujara.
Ngamoi tembo muna wo keta 2007 January leti.
I had it in January 2007.
Bari kono ya announced television to bari mongo kalamta.
I heard that it was announced over the television, but I was not aware of it. Until the day that he was to start the treatment program.
Because
at the time, Santayala was the only association in the entire Gambia.
Then it
was one morning when I came to the office.
Mr. Witness, before we get to that, in your statement you had mentioned that there was a secret program that had happened sometime in 2006. Is that correct?
Sedo yenyum fonunko kullo programu bekeri nu membe tamakan 2006 sangokon.
Kullo programu.
A secret program?
Yes, a secret program.
Programu membe tamakan kullo kono.
Okay. Before 2007.
For 2007.
2006.
In 2006.
Barin kay molmoyi kafukuha President Mamu forcé pour ka idabra la jara lot.
Because I used to hear people say that the president did not force anyone to partake in the program.
Barin senyi itandi ko nim programu astata kulo kono kabrin 2006.
But I can reveal here that this program started in secret in 2006. During that time, there was one day when I came to the office. I found avian bottles, several of them, full with concoctions.
Sorry, Mr. Interpreter. Can you tell the commission about how many bottles you found in the said office of Santayala?
I saw phone commission ye kababa jelle tara wo evian kabulu ye jelle tara Santayala la office kono.
Ntana komu phone la nyatale bari asiatale.
I cannot give you the name.
The exact
the exact number I have forgotten, but there were many.
The
reason was, at that time, I did not take the local herbs. It was just Western medicine I took.
Can you tell the commission what was your reaction when you found the said bottles at the office?
Brio kabolu tara wo office konoje akitefe nyadile
na then coordinator ka fire Rose Claire Charles UN volunteer along.
At the time, our then coordinator called Rose Claire Charles, who was a UN volunteer.
wala ay tan ko nyimboro nka nyimboro du ako HIV borol.
I asked her what are these concoctions for, and she said they are for HIV medicines.
Kay jumale sambona.
I asked her who brought them.
Ako amari ko akanato.
And she said the person said that they should not be mentioned. Their name should not be mentioned.
Kay barialon ko ndebu kamo fundo ni akonye hanga wolo ni amanke purite te puru mo dol mu bela filalalo.
I said to her, but you know that I don't take local herbs. And she said, yes, I am aware. It is not for you, but for others.
Mr. Witness, at this point, did she indicate where the bottles came from?
I am a Koikani Musoman of fire full of Kabulu Butadami.
On that very day, she did not say.
But Kabinga treatment on Kumas 2007 la nata itanina Jumala phone in Borol Sambana.
But it was after we started the treatment in 2007 that she revealed to me who actually brought these herbs.
Further in your statement, you confirmed that certain individuals did actually consume this herbal medication that was in the bottles. Is that correct?
Bari modolu bali konoje meni alonko wolu sonta ye boronyin damuta ye batakan yo fela kuma kanyin kono.
Ha no fo.
Yes, I stated that.
Are you able to tell this commission the effect that it had on them?
Wesa fo no commission e biri yo boro ta damuta. Fela cross road ay kenyadi la ay mune falingi bala.
Nte koni bari amanke ntela silati.
It's not my way.
So money yininka boro yin fo ay na fasoto fo amana fasoto mo yininka.
I did not get to ask them whether the medicine was good for them or not.
Is it correct to say that you're telling this commission that you yourself did not consume the said herbal medication at that time?
Amunta be fo kan commission ko ite fo ko wotembo e manyim boro manum freng.
Freng mama because jani we borole na doctor ole kansul ko tibabu jaralo silo ni mo fin jaralo silo bukatano nyola.
Never, because before the herbal medicines came, I was advised by the doctors that the herbal medicines and the Western medication does not go in line. Because most of the herbal medicines cause diarrhea. And diarrhea is not compatible with HIV. It aggravates HIV and also can make you sick to the extent that it might cost you your life. That was why I did not take the herbal medicines, only the Western medicine.
Thank you, Mr. Witness. So at some point you had started telling the commission that the first time you heard about the treatment was sometime in 2007.
Inumbara sedo bari yenyim fo commission ko wato men ite fongo ko ya damuta pour kanyim borota 2007 sankono len.
Yes.
And that you heard the broadcast on the radio and television.
Andu wotumo ya amwele ba fo kan television ani radio to.
Nkono mamu announce mamu radio today.
I said earlier that I did not hear the announcement over radio.
So mandale nata office auto.
I came to the office in the morning. I found Rose and some of our members standing at the door, and they were waiting for me. When I came in,
Mr. Witness, can you tell the commission how many members you found standing with Rose?
At the
time, there were 4 members, and I was the 5th.
You may continue to tell the commission what happened when you met them at the office.
Rose told me that they were waiting for me.
I telephone call president office
that she got a telephone call from the office of the president
and vice president office
through the vice president's office.
Then we call
and they called her.
I tandala ko president ko I HIV jaralam kende lamboro soto.
Then they told her that the president said that he's got medication for HIV to cure HIV.
Mr. Witness, can you tell this commission the name of the said president you're referring to?
Saying selo, afanyin commission ebe president memma president Jumala mato fonya ba.
President Yaya Jammeh.
President Yaya Jammeh.
I need to know.
Sorry, 1 minute, Mr. Witness. You also stated that you were told that the vice president made the call.
Vice president le commander okay?
That was what Rose told me.
Can you tell this commission the name of the then vice president you're referring to?
Tembo Jumalem vice president Foisa to follow in commission webang.
Then vice president Aissatou Ndiaye Sedi.
Then vice president Aissatou Ndiaye Sedi.
Thank you for clarifying that. You can continue.
Inumbara yenyin dinkira sene ande bake sis continue no sign.
Itu kabiri Russia itanina ko president kwa HIV Kenya ndir lamburo so wulu na nyanta la jaralo kumasila adu alafta mo tanela kebo sante yalla.
So when Rose told me that the president said that he had a cure for HIV and AIDS, he said that was the day that he was to start the treatment program and that he needed 10 members from Santayala. So when he said that, I had so many thoughts in my mind. Because at that time, I never take herbal medicines up till this date. But when she said that, I had so many thoughts in my mind, I said, well, I was not ready to partake in it. But since the president knows me personally,
annual HIV/AIDS council's meeting
because there was a time we used to hold our annual HIV/AIDS council meeting inside his office.
I am found because the community you represent in that meeting.
And during those meetings, he came to know me personally because I used to represent our community in those meetings.
So in silata ko ni manda bulandi ni molu ko mumbe bulan kafoto katala jara loto.
I was scared that if I did not partake in the people who were going for the treatment program,
because
at that time whatever he said stood, and if you deny these orders, you could be in trouble. That was the reason why I joined the treatment program. And also, I believed that
banko be nyatonko president lotaya announce junior be nyatko ay jara lanso HIV la asa jara la kenyandi.
If the head of state, who is the leader of everybody in the country, should come out publicly and declare that he has a cure for HIV/AIDS to the hearing of the whole world, that gave me the confidence, and I said this could be true. It could be that he has the cure for it.
Because
I used to hear the Mandinkas say that there are some herbal medicines which, when you drink them, it used to cleanse your blood, and even if you have some viruses, it will cleanse those viruses.
HIV status declare.
All of these things were the reason why I declared my HIV status, so that I could access all those treatments.
So, Mr. Witness, you're telling this commission that the reason why you joined the said program is because you were already identified by the then President Yaya Jammeh as a person living with HIV/AIDS.
Yes.
And that further you believe that for a president to make such an announcement, he must have found some sort of cure for HIV/AIDS.
Yes.
Can you tell the commission at this time your health condition?
That time, my health situation was fine.
2007.
Because before his treatment program in 2007,
Gambia antiretroviral drugs also in 2004-5.
Gambia got antiretroviral drugs in 2004-5.
Drugs will start MRC.
We started those drugs at the MRC.
Karuro kata viral testing la.
And for every 6 months, we used to go there for a viral test.
Kono test kaitandi HIV jani bena test la kurankeso jelebe kono.
At that time, the test will show the viral load before you came for the test.
Ani nebo minfo nyato fanang akaitandi la fukurankeso talatale wala kafutal.
And when you drink the medication for some time, it will also indicate whether there is an improvement or not.
Kabirina start 2004-5.
When we started in 2004-5, in the course of that time, my viral load went down.
Undetectable level.
There are many things one cannot say in public, but let me just say that my viral load went down to the level where it was declared as undetectable. Yes.
So therefore, it is correct to say that your condition was stable with the medicine that was given to you by MRC before you joined the program.
Ila kolu tata le hanfo ay lodula kendo soto tenkunta ka boro minuta MRC janning yedum ni ala atela mo fin jara roto.
Yes.
Mr. Witness, can you continue by telling this commission the procedure that was used for your admission into the said program?
Saying, afani commission we, yes, silo ta nyadi le kam nimune ke puru ke dundi itelaw jaral program o nyinkono.
Kabini ka nkono ko nsilata puru ka ndabula ka fo nyinkono jaral lo nyinkono.
I said earlier on that I was scared to join the treatment program.
Well, kote ke fanan nata jikko tumodo askeno wala announce kamala afanan latal ko ay jikkendi and launch tala.
But I also thought to myself, I said maybe given that he has announced, he probably must have had a cure for it.
That
was why I joined.
On State House.
On that very day, 2 vehicles, black in color, came from the State House. They came to pick us up.
On
that day, he requested 10 people, but we could not have the 10 people. But there were about 5 to 6 people. So we went.
Mr. Witness, out of this 5, can you tell this commission how many were female and how many were male?
For women, I was the only male amongst them.
Thank you. Continue to tell us what happened when the vehicles took you to State House.
State House, Vice President, then Aissatou Sedi.
When we got to the State House, the then Vice President, Aissatou Sedi, she welcomed us and soldiers.
Then glass house.
Then they took us to a place they call Glass House. When we got there, we were seated. Then we were asked to wait for a while. It would not be long before the president came.
Mr. Witness, did you recognize or know any of the military personnel that escorted you?
Selo, council ko o sojaro lumenu alni tata nyola fo molu be kono le bang yemenu sute.
Ninge je sani se sute no bari wato la me tolong do be je ka faile kamera no lone ke ko lo balama a jambata fana.
If I saw them now, I'll be able to recognize them. But at the time, I did not know them. There was one man called Kamara. He's a tall, fair in complexion guy.
You may continue.
Natalo do fa be mbulu jan sojaro do bija natalo bije.
I have a photograph here, one of the soldiers there.
Kabring Vice President Syndicate and President Bena.
When the Vice President sat us down and informed us that not long after the President will come,
President Faunata.
We were there. After a while, the President himself came.
So Anata Aitandi ko Alaftakala Jaralo Kumash.
And he revealed that he wanted to begin his treatment program.
Jaralo Kuno Fana.
And in that time, since it was announced over television,
the first
badge we are members of the Santayala and Ngania killing. Because at the time, those were the two associations in the Gambia that were known.
And Alatentu. And
Lilai.
Ah.
Yes.
So,
Mr. Witness, at this point, were you giving any briefing as to how the treatment was going to be carried on?
Intembeng selo fodum yali kachandile kafali jararoni nyanta tala nyadile abisila jumale tala fo fali na ba
tembola o manfo.
At the time such was not said until when we started the treatment program.
Parendi State House.
After we drank the concoctions and the herbal concoctions and we are ready at the State House.
General Hospital.
We were made to board a bus and then we were driven to the Serekunda Hospital.
Hospital
At the time, the Kanifing Hospital was fully constructed. The construction was complete, but there was no treatment being carried out there. We were the first patients to be hosted there.
Mr. Witness, can you explain to the Commission so we understand? You said there was no debriefing about the treatment.
First in follow commission eko kachaman kije kaitan dialla ko njara rombe ni sila karle tala bekelaten fem manfwali
That is what I'm saying. After we started drinking the herbal medicine in Banjul and we were done, they made us to board a vehicle and they brought us to the hospital here in Kanifing. It was there in the evening that the President himself came and some of his people.
Sorry, Mr. Witness, just to be clear, you're telling this Commission that you were taken from Santayala to State House. Is that correct?
Ako silang alafta ini lonna tonya yali bondi Santayala yali samba State House.
Yes.
When you got to State House, the only thing you were told was that there's a presidential treatment that is going to happen.
State House
Yes.
Can you tell the Commission what exactly happened after that information was given to you?
It was during that time that the President and some of his people passed the glass house.
Mr. Witness, can you tell this Commission where the glass house is located?
Glass house
State House
It's at the seaside end of the State House.
So continue to tell the Commission what happened when you were escorted to the glass house.
Sorry,
Mr. Witness, before we even get to that point, were you the only one who was escorted to the glass house?
We got to the glass house one at a time. I was the first to be called. They took me inside the building. I found the President and others seated with their herbal medicines. So when I got there, We greeted each other. Then he removed his herbal medicines and gave them to me.
Mr. Witness, did you recognize any of the other persons who were present in the said glass house with the president?
Selo for president ni mol men bebe sinu werbu nkono fo mo be kono le ete men sute no ikono
doctor la karola folo doctor folo mun tartan kunaji wolum doctor Njaiti then fana minister of health lot.
On the side of the doctors, the doctor who was overseeing the whole issue was Dr. Njai, and at the time he was the Minister of Health.
And in Cuban doctor
and the Cuban doctors.
And in nurses.
And nurses.
But
but I do not know all of these people.
Yeah.
Thank you. So still at this point, were you given any sort of briefing as to how the treatment was going to be administered on you?
For wo bebe kala tumono fo janno be kala iye kuma fo yenne ka fo nyi jaro lo mba tamandi la tenne fo fen fo yele ba
wodula fonto amam fonye anata fonye akolale.
At that instant they did not tell me. I was told subsequently.
At any time between you being moved from the main state house to the glass house,
wato me yali bondi state house la dinkirato kali sambo werbunoto.
Were you asked to give consent to actually receive this treatment?
No,
I was not asked.
Thank you, Mr. Witness. At this point, continue to tell us how the treatment was administered on you.
Glass house in Kono.
When I got inside the glass house,
the president Dr.
and I found the president, the doctor, and these other nurses. It was after that he started the treatment program by giving me the concoction, the herbal concoction. If you will fill a cup of this medicine, you'll give it to me and ask me to drink it. After I drank it, they gave me a towel. They asked me to undress, to remove my shirt and my trousers. I was left with my underwear. But they gave me a towel so that I could cover myself with it. After I was done doing that, they brought a bed and I lay on it. Then the president put on his hand gloves and started rubbing some of the traditional medicines he had. And he rubbed it all over my body. He rubbed it over my entire body, including my private parts. When he was done doing that, the nurses too came and they rubbed it over my entire body. When they too were done, they asked me to climb down from the bed. When I climbed down, they asked me to go out and they called another one.
Mr. Witness, at this point, can you describe for the commission the type of concoction that was given to you to drink on that said day?
Saying selo wolula ye menke ye minda ngokono puru ya min fo isa fo no nye mumbori fo aji abenyadi le boro nyin kalango benyadi le
boro nyin kalango be ko boro a brown malam boro ji brown ringlam awleta amawule.
It looks red, but it's not red. It looks brownish.
Yeah.
Mr. Witness, can you also tell this commission what type of cream was actually put all over your body, including your private parts?
Saying first continue ya funin konsoi. Yina taboro memu ibalo mu no bela kata hanfo nyato lubala fo oboro fana ya ajani abenyadi le
boro ni amunta amentlat malam do
It's like a mentholatum type of ointment. She will rub it around his hands and then rub his hands over my whole body.
Was there anything else that was administered or done by the said president during this first day of your admission?
Nothing happened after that. After he was ready, but after everybody had gone through this same process, that was when we came to the hospital here. When we came to the hospital, we were there until around about lunchtime.
Mr. Witness, before we get to that, can you tell this commission how you felt after drinking the said concoction?
Afonyem brio borijio ming kete bala nyadile keta nyadile
abelno borijio kumas minadron.
Once I started drinking that herbal concoction, I went outside and I stood waiting for others who were going in.
About 15 minutes.
Within 15 minutes, I developed diarrhea.
Can you also tell the commission how the said balm that was rubbed all over your body made you feel?
Afo commission ina taboro memu ibalo mu me obela wo fana ye bala jato ya aketa nyadile
wala o watora man fi kalamba komu nya insafu ko ay problem kenna.
At that time I did not feel any adverse effects such as to say it caused any problems on me.
Therefore, you've also said that from that point you were transported to the hospital in Kanifing.
So yenye foko biriwo be botala lo mina atali bulandi botoko no kalnati ulopitano to Kanifing.
Yes.
Can you tell this commission if you had any explanation given to you as to why you were being taken to the hospital?
Fodu inata femfali na fana munana ibali sambala Kanifing ulopitano.
Jelato natalo kulu bitala na inyamuna.
It was there that we came to know the way that things were panning. Because he came in the evening. And he informed us how his treatment program was going to, the fashion it was going to take.
Mr. Witness, can you tell this commission who you're referring to as coming in the evening?
The president himself. When he came in the evening, that was when we all sat on chairs. And he informed us what is accepted and what is not accepted as far as his treatment program was concerned. And also the time span that the treatment program was going to take. That was when we knew that we were going to be there for a while, because we had thought that we were just going to come, drink the medicine, return, and come back the following day.
Mr. Witness, can you tell the commission the rules that he gave you for his program?
I am certain façon foalier pour atlao borimu ala jararo.
Ala saratul follow.
His first instruction,
Barim ala jaralo kumas.
Since he has started his treatment,
akotiba borol mununke min yante bulala manyani minna kotak.
He said the Western medicines that we used to take, we have to stop them and not to take them anymore.
Ako ni bala jaralo kono imman sembo sto kafunti fon katabanta.
He also said that if you are taking part in his treatment program, you don't have the powers or the privileges to go out on your own, especially going back to your home. He said no food will come from the outside to anybody who is in the treatment program. He said, if you smoked, you have to stop smoking. And that if you drank green tea, you had to stop it. If you also chewed bitter cola or cola nuts, you had to stop it. Coffee, tea, and Ovaltine, all of them had to be stopped. If you were there with your wife during the course of the treatment program, you should not have any affairs.
So after giving you these rules, he also told you how long the program would last. Is that correct?
Fodun bring aying sartolu be fali. Anata fali ne bang program ni be wati jeletal.
Ofana manfonye ntarta jele dron fo isafu karuro watola.
That was not said to us, but we were there until 6 months, I can say.
Mr. Witness, after when he gave you his rules, which seem many from what you have stated, were you given the option to leave? And not submit yourself to the treatment?
That opportunity was not given to us. Because it got to a stage where, at the time I was admitted at the hospital, I became tired of the medicines myself. Those who brought the medicines to me while I was at the hospital, I told them that if they went back, they should tell him that I want him to release me, that I wanted to go home. They told me, well, you will have to tell him yourself. We cannot tell him.
Sorry, Mr. Witness, just to go back a bit from what you have just told the commission. So we were at the point where you have said that you were now transported back to Serekunda Hospital. Sorry, the Kanifing Hospital.
Yes.
And at this point, you all were admitted into the said program.
Yes.
Can you tell the commission how the program continued?
After he set us his instructions, the following day in the morning, the bus came to pick us again. At the time, there were some amongst us. Some had only HIV. Some had HIV and TB. All of us used to board the same vehicle to go to Banjul.
State House.
At the State House. And all of us used to board the same vehicle again to return from the State House to the hospital.
Sorry, Mr. Witness, can you tell the commission at what time were you transported in the morning to State House, and what time would you usually leave State House to be transported back to the hospital?
What you malum tiloko ekali bondi lobitano to kali samba State House, and then what you malum ekali bondi nang State House kali saindi nang lobitano.
Abikela exactly what komu fo talan selo mu wala talan konon tolo mu nteu fonola.
I cannot give you the exact time to say 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock.
But State House.
But it used to be in the morning when we would leave the hospital to go to the State House. When we get to the State House and we drink the medicine and he does whatever he wanted to do, then we will return back to the hospital. After we had our lunch in the evening, in the evening too, we will return. When we get there, after drinking the medicine, we used to stay there chatting with him, sometimes up till 11 or 12. After which, we'll board the bus again and return back to the hospital. This was what happened.
I won't ask you to tell the commission what you used to. In the early hours of the morning, and then you were given the medication, and other treatment forms were administered on you. Then you would stay and have your food and wait till the evening, at where you would also drink again the said concoction and have other treatments administered on you, after which you shall be transported back to the Kanifing hospital.
Yes.
Can you tell this commission how long this went on for before you were hospitalized? For a sickness that was not related to the HIV status.
When I started drinking the medicine, the first day that we started, that was where I developed diarrhea. The diarrhea continued till the evening. At the time that it was about to stop, we returned back to the State House again. We drank the medicine again, and the diarrhea continued like that. Until I had 2 to 3 months there, this diarrhea never stopped. Even while we were discussing, chatting with him, he used to ask me some questions. Anyone that answered rightly, he will take out a certain amount of money and dash you. He asked the question, amongst you, who suffered the longest diarrhea? So I raised my hand up. I wanted to speak and he said, no, put down your hand. And he asked again, who knows? One of us got up and mentioned my name, because all of them were aware. After that person mentioned my name, he took out a certain amount of money and gave to that person. That was not the only thing. During the chatting periods,
Sorry, Mr. Witness. So you're actually telling this commission that he celebrated the fact that you were having diarrhea for more than 3 months? And he did this by actually giving out money to an individual who mentioned your name.
Andu ayoke nyadile ay kodo di mole la meyete to fokoite la konoba yo meta dolu beti.
Ha. Yes. Can you tell this commission how that made you feel?
Afono commission e biru woketa o ite yo je nyadile yata nyadile.
Amanke wo nyini kar kan kilingu dorontide.
That was not the only question.
Watu dola ka kodo mabo dulal to le yembe fundindi banta.
Sometimes you will hide money in a certain place and all of us would be taken outside. And they will hide money in certain places. And then they will ask us to go in and search so that anyone, whatever you found, would become yours.
Sorry, Mr. Chair. The witness has sometimes difficulty in hearing. So he's actually being assisted in the booth so that he'll understand the questions better. Mr. Witness, you've actually gone further to also tell us that he kind of played a game with you all.
Amunta sedo yin foloko. Amunta abe fair kangalele nyado nyama atelmu meulube.
And that this game was that he would hide money and ask you all to seek for it.
Yes.
Can you tell this commission how that made you feel?
Bajelo kodo komundo president lomu alafta hala kola nyamuna akakeola nyamu.
Well, the way I see things is that he was the president and he did things just the way he liked them.
So you're therefore telling this commission that you were not only there for treatment, but you were also there to play games with the then head of state, Yaya Jammeh.
Well, that was the way he saw things.
And at this point, you were actually very sick.
What more Kenya balia mang dunabaki.
At that time, the sickness was not very severe with me. I was strong.
Because what followed?
Because at the first time, when we come in the morning, before we start drinking the medicines,
a sort of exercise like a march pass.
We used to have a sort of an exercise like a march pass.
Left and right, left and right.
I used to be the one telling people left and right, left and right.
For a distance,
we would go up to a distance, and then we will return. And then after that, we begin taking the medicines.
So witness, did the president join you in this ref light that you were doing?
Left, right, left, right.
No, he did not join us. It was only the patients.
Okay. So then you told us, though, in your testimony that you were hospitalized.
Yes.
Can you tell the commission why you were hospitalized?
Private something let.
Except if we had a private audience, I could tell you how it started, because that is something that is secretive.
Because
I had a certain kind of sickness. You know, during the course of the treatment,
weekend like from Saturday, Friday.
During the weekends, like Friday, up till Sunday, we used to spend all of that time in Kanilai. It was during that time, in one of our trips, because this sickness, it used to disturb me from time to time, well before his treatment program. I used to treat it at the MRC.
Because
because the doctor told me what was responsible for that kind of sickness. But it is curable if you have the medication.
Mr. Witness, as you stated, I am aware of the sickness. If you may write it down on the information protective sheet and sign it.
Council ko abota kurang kalamale ayalong bari bitu isa safe kaito bala niya safe fakapare ya sign.
And just to move forward, it was due to that sickness which confused the said president and he could not treat it. He had no option but to allow you to be taken out of the program and hospitalized for treatment.
Yes. When that sickness started, it disturbed me a lot.
What be Bolanan Kanilai Kasenang Serakunda?
That time when we left Kanilai, coming home to Serakunda,
Beka joined Boso Lakana.
All of us used to board the bus to come.
But
that day, for the reason of that sickness, I was the only one put inside an ambulance, and I was driven all the way to Banjul to go to the military clinic, which is by the hospital there. That was where I was first admitted.
Thank you, Mr. Witness. So then, at this point, you were taken to the hospital by an ambulance and you were treated.
I'm
sorry.
Yes.
Go on.
I just wanted you to tell the commission, after your treatment and you got better, that said sickness, which is in the protective sheet,
left between bring samba leptano to ye jara foi fisiata wo sasa façon la ko nyin kamma.
Did you return back to the alternative treatment program?
Fokota ke muru tele kadung atela jara ro kono bang.
Kabri samba na soldiers clinic auto.
After I was taken to the military clinic, if I have not forgotten, I spent a week there.
From the teaching hospital.
But a doctor used to come from the teaching hospital. The doctor is called Dr. Njai. He was in a wheelchair.
Attend at the soldiers clinic.
He usually came to attend to me at the military clinic.
So someone that killing anata I need and nako.
So one fine morning he came and told me that that I have collected many of your samples, but your coughing sample has indicated that you have TB. It's not been in your system for a long time. But I want, before it becomes severe with you, I want to transfer you from this place to the main hospital,
private block,
where it's called where they call private block, so that you could begin the treatment for the TB. That was where I was moved from the military clinic
at the private block
and taken to the private block. I accessed TB medication there. It was there that my people came bringing the concoctions from him, that I told them I want you to go and inform him that I want him to release me, that I wanted to go home. They told me that they will not be able to do that except if I did it myself. That was also when I stopped taking his medicines. That was where the diarrhea also stopped. But the TB was there. And the other pain I was talking to you about, that too stopped. Because I used Western medicines against it. So within that period, I can say within a week or two,
from the teaching hospital also to the sanitarium.
They took me from the teaching hospital and took me to the sanitarium at a place they call Wencho. That was where my difficulties increased.
Because at
that time I was unable to eat. Even to wash myself on my own, I could not. My younger brother or sister and my mom used to come to the hospital. My mom used to give me food and all the assistance I needed. My younger brother will pick me up from bed, take me to the bathroom, wash me, and bring me back. It went up to a certain stage where I was almost unable to walk on my own. Then I thought to myself and said, look, if you don't get up and try to walk around by your own, you will remain in this state. When I got that thought in my mind, the following morning, I tried by myself to climb down the bed on my own. I tried until I stood on my own feet. But then walking became a big problem. Then I tried, after taking 1-2 steps, I would stand for a moment. I took it slowly like that until I got to the venture door. But between when I started and getting to the door, I relaxed several times. At the door, I squatted there for a long time. I got up again. I tried and walked slowly to get back to the hospital at Venture. Every day I will do that. Until one day I got out of Venture itself and I walked around Venture. Until I got to a small settlement. But before I saw the settlement, I first saw chicken. I said to myself, what are these chickens doing here? Because I did not know that there was a settlement there. Then I saw pigs. So I continued going. Then I came into this small settlement itself. Behind Venture there by the seaside. So I said to myself, behold, the settlement they talk about is this place. I saw people there. Then I came back. The following day, I continued that walking until I came to the Banjul Highway. And that was what I did every day until, by God's grace, this walking difficulty ceased.
Sorry, Mr. Witness. Thank you very much for that elaborate explanation. At this point, can you tell the Commission, when were you discharged? And further, after your discharge, did you go home or did you go back to the treatment?
Even before that, the sickness reduced my strength. It changed my outlook. Until one day I was lying on my bed. TB doctor nata ward round up la. The TB doctors came on their ward roundup. Dr. Dobije Kafai, Dr. Jallo. There was one particular doctor called Dr. Jallo. Tall, black guy. An Indian or assistant Dauda Sise. And his assistant called Dauda Sise. I heard them speaking by the veranda outside. Because I noticed that some of the TB patients, the way that they coughed, I was not coughing like that. I said to myself, let me go out and ask these doctors if they could discharge me. I went out to them there at the veranda. We exchanged greetings.
But
because of my strength which was so diminished, and my outlook which has changed completely, because of the sickness,
Dr.
Jallo, he knew me. Dauda too knew me. But on that particular day, they could not recognize me. Even while I was speaking, I suspected that these people do not recognize me. I said, doctor, and he said yes. I said to him, it looks like as if you do not recognize me. He said no. Who are you? When I told him who I was, he sprang on me and said, oh, so, and called me.
So I embraced.
Then he embraced me. And then he held me. And he said to me, it looked like you are sick. That was why I could not recognize you. After that, that was when I told him that I have realized that the manner in which some of the TB patients cough, I do not cough like that, and I believe that my situation is not as severe. Even in that, my colleagues who usually came to visit me, one of them came to visit me. That day, the individual cried. I said to the person, you are crying. What about me that you have come to visit me? What will I do? And the person said, yes, the reason why I'm crying, there was a time when everyone used to tell you that you are cured. Because of the state of your health at the time. And today, the way I am looking at you, the two states are completely different. And he said to me, what got you into this? All of these things happened. But when I said to the doctor, I think my TB is not very severe with me anymore. Doctor said, well, it cannot just happen like that. When I return, we will send a nurse tomorrow so that she could take your spittle for test. That happened on a Wednesday. He went. Thursday, Friday in the morning. They returned again. The doctor informed me that at this stage my TB was not very severe, and that it was reducing a lot in strength. And for that reason, on that very day, they were going to discharge me. But I will continue taking my TB medication. For that reason, my TB supplies, medical supplies, I have to go to the Serekunda Health Center to get them from there. And each time they are about to be finished, I should return there and collect more. So after that, I was discharged.
Office call?
I called my office.
My
driver and our program officer came. They came to pick me up. They said that they were going to take me home. I said to them, no. Because this guy has not discharged me.
Serekunda Hospital.
So therefore, take me to the Serekunda Hospital. That was where they took me to.
Thank you, Mr. Witness. So you're telling this commission that you felt because you were not discharged by the then President Yahya Jammeh
Ni mutako wairi utumo president o Yaya Jammeh ateme bula follow
from the treatment program.
Abo atela jaral program o kono.
You had to return.
Oye muru.
Yes.
Why did you feel the need that you had to return?
Muna le ni mira soto ko enyanta muru lale.
Ngaje ko ni muru tam fon e mansara.
I saw to it that if I returned home on my own without announcing it to him, it could bring other complications for me. That was the reason why I told them to take me back to the hospital.
Apart from yourself, was any other family member of yours admitted into this program?
Ite kuno kola ila dimbaya badi ulukono fomo soto ntale bang ye mendundi nyim programme kono
nta farbansi la jang
I will not say it here,
but
there's also someone who is very close to me.
I
tried to bring that person into the treatment program because I saw to it that with the belief that if I got well, if that person is not well, it would be as if I myself am not well. So I took that person into this association, and that person came in the second batch.
Can you tell this commission the effects the treatment had on that person that you brought into the program?
Hardship.
Because
when I was at the venture, this individual that I'm referring to, that person too got ill, because at the time, during the course of his treatment, many people got sick there. But when we are being hospitalized, in all the places in the hospital in Banjul, there's a ward they call cell ward. That was where they put us people living with HIV and AIDS. And this individual I'm talking about, when the individual also got sick, that was where they took the person to that ward. But they said that, the doctor said that,
health condition
because of the state of my health condition, that they should not tell me the sickness of that close relative of mine. Because if they told me, that could worsen my condition. One day, as I was in Wenjo, this close guy that I was talking to you about, the sister came to tell me that this was what was happening. She said that that person too is at the hospital, but that the doctor said that I should not be informed lest it increases my sickness. She said to me, I have figured it out that it is good to know. So I used to go and visit that person at the hospital there. Until one day, inside the ward, people were dying one at a time. Until only 2 individuals were left when the ward was full.
Mr. Witness, can you clarify for this commission? You mentioned earlier that a lot of people that were admitted in the program got sick.
Yes.
Are you telling this commission that they got sick because of the herbal treatment they were receiving?
Amunta ila o kurango sababu keta o boro leti be memmin kan numbal.
Najiko keta waleti.
That is my belief.
Are you also telling this commission that most of these people that got sick were hospitalized in this cell ward?
Yenyum foko mo jamalu melu kuranta wonya ye fanalu be landi was cell ward kilimole kono.
Ha.
Yes.
And you were just telling this commission that a lot of people in that cell ward died.
Yenyum foka mamme sa famko mo jamalu wo dinkira fatal numbarum mo jamana ta soto melu fata wo ward kono je.
Ha.
Yes.
Can you continue to tell the commission why you think they died?
Sai continue ya fo moli itila miro to munanna wulu fata wulu meni ye landi o sel word kono.
Najikoto.
In my belief,
comme natiba jararo shilo mungabula.
Because maybe the Western medication which we had abandoned, stopped taking.
Because doctor ni taniko ni antiretroviral drug.
The doctors told us that these are antiretroviral drugs. If you take them the way you are supposed to, it will reduce the strength of the virus in you.
But the moment
you stop it also, until for a considerable time, it worsens the virus in your system again. And that turns out to be a greater sickness for some people. That could also be the cause of their death.
So you're therefore telling this commission that most of the people that were admitted in the said alternative program were in a state of health that was stable, but their conditions worsened during the program.
Yes.
Which even caused a lot of people to die.
Yes.
Mr. Witness, at some point, if you do remember any of those names of the people that died, we would like you to write it down on a piece of paper and sign it.
I would not be able to recall all of their names since we were not in the same association. But this close individual that I was talking to, I do not want to reveal things just like that. Because maybe his relatives wouldn't want things in that way. But that individual got sick. In that ward where people were dying one at a time, there was only that person left and one other patient who was Fulani and that patient's caretaker. I came there again. He said to me, "Do you see these empty beds?" And I said to him, "Yes." He said to me, "All of the occupants of these beds are dead." He said to me, "Even this full person that I'm left with here, and the carer here, all of them ran away." So I also want to run away with my mom. I said, "Well, if you should do that, it could bring a lot of complications for me. Because the president knows me personally. And if he gets to hear that my relative was the one that ran away, but at that time we were discharged. I told him, just persevere here until that day when you too would be discharged. But before they were discharged,
around 12.
One day I was home around 12. His mother called me on the telephone. She was crying. And then she revealed to me that he had died. That was in August. Myself,
we were discharged in July.
We were discharged in July. Yes.
Mr. Witness, apart from the patients that were admitted at the Banjul Hospital, RVTH, who you've told this commission that eventually died. Were there any other patient that died at the Kanifing Hospital during the program that you know of?
Because
yes, most amongst ourselves, 3 people were there. You know, the issue of HIV and AIDS is not easy. There was an organization called AIDS Free World. They eventually became a big helpers to us.
Imam Fajara lonin kono provinces ikafundino nyola ngake kafoti ninkamale sela demarlo continue nyamu.
They even suggested to us to establish an association of survivors of the treatment who did not die, so that we could access assistance from them. During the course of the time,
during the program,
those people that died during the course of the program, these 3 individuals were and others, we reflected our minds to them to remember them, and we wrote down their names. There were about 8 to 10 people who died during the course of the treatment program. Those names written down are with me. It's not with me personally.
The survivors of the treatment, presidential alternative treatment program.
But this association that I told you we were on the verge of setting, which is survivors of the president's alternative treatment program. We have this number of people who died during the course of the treatment program.
After the treatment program.
And also many others died subsequently. Because during the course of the treatment, they told us that some of us were cured. Some of those individuals did not return, continued taking their Western medicines, and that eventually caused their death. That is the way it is.
Mr. Witness, can you recall about how many people died due to this treatment, whether it was during the treatment or after the treatment?
Sedo foi hakilo sibulano mo nangamo memfata jararo wucewni kono bang anin hani jararo nyin kola koya futen sai mo nangamo memfata foi hakilo sibulano la bang
nga hakilo murundi komo.
If I can reflect a little bit,
2006
in 2006,
National Youth Council,
the National Youth Council, I forgot the title of the book, but it is in my office.
In 2006,
it is written in that book, which states that in 2006, that there were 24,000 people in this country who had the disease. But after that, until the president's treatment program started, I cannot say that all of them died as a result of his treatment program. But I can say that close to 4,000 individuals died.
The AIDS World AIDS Day Forum 2017.
Because the World AIDS Day Forum in 2017.
17-18.
In
National AIDS Secretariat tandi no nankamu HIV bala Gambia was 20,000.
National AIDS Secretariat revealed the number of people who had HIV in the Gambia were 20,000.
Wala nanga kromu ko auto 2006 kafuko 24,000 sani kafu 20,000 meaning ko 4,000 in be fatale but nta fulano ko fo a beketal jaralo ni sababol.
This is why I said if in 2006 it was announced or written down that there were 24,000 people with HIV and AIDS, and now in 2017-18 it is now 20,000, I take it that the 4,000 other individuals must have died. But what I cannot say categorically is that all of them died as a result of the President's alternative treatment program.
But I
do know that many died as a result of the President's treatment program. Because the President's treatment program is responsible for us having to tackle many difficulties in our life. After his treatment program,
like
during the time of the treatment,
even
MRC, where people used to access Western medicine, since the President announced himself that he could cure HIV,
that
was the reason why MRC left the issue of HIV completely. They took their hands off HIV in the country. And all their equipments they use,
viral load machines.
They are viral load machines. They left with all of them.
In 2010-11.
Since 2010-11.
MRC HIV program.
MRC took off its hands completely from Gambia's HIV/AIDS program. That resulted in the fact that since that time up till date,
viral load machine
the viral load which shows or indicates the level of your virus in your system is not in this country.
Just
a point of correction. I think he said the machine does not exist anymore.
Yeah. Thank you.
You may continue.
Okay. Viral load machine because the MRC water
the time that we were at the MRC, every 6 months,
you
would go for a viral load test. To ascertain whether you were drinking your medicines as prescribed or not, because the machine usually will indicate this. Whether your viral load was high going up or down, the machine too will show this. But since the President said that he could cure HIV, MRC took off their hands and took their machines away.
2010-11.
For that reason, from 2010 to 11, up till this date, myself and others, those of us who usually knew our viral load,
for 2010-11
since 2010-11, this period I'm talking to you, up till this, none of us is able to know our viral loads.
CD4 count machine.
All we have here is the CD4 count machines.
CD4 don't test.
And when we are tested, it's only our CD4 count that is tested.
But viral load machine.
But the viral load machine is not in existence.
And
that is what used to indicate and show whether you are taking your medication the right way or not. But since those machines are not here, those of us who were in the system for a long time, we say that even we do not know the state of our viral load, but if you drank your medication as prescribed, it will use to weaken the strength of the virus in your system. So therefore, let's just continue drinking our medication as prescribed. That was a difficulty for us. Up to date. That is what existed. The hospitals have the CD4 count machines.
Bari viral load machine or manshur. Ikafola abijane dol safuka be kulture the laboratory in Kotu dol ka fabije. But mutu tolka test munke CD4 count test drone kawolek.
There is no viral load machine in this country. Some people say, some say it's at the Kotu laboratory, but it is not there. The only test that we have and the only machines that are here is the CD4 count machines.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness, for that. Mr. Chair, I think it's time for the second break, if we may, with your permission.
Thank you very much, Emma Council. Executive Secretary, you have a point of order to raise, or an issue to raise?
We've noticed that there are some people in the hall who are not wearing masks, including, unfortunately, some of our medics and our security. And the journalists, please ensure that you wear your mask before you come back in here. Okay, please, just to help us to adhere to the guidelines. All right? Thank you.
Thank you for the reminder. We'll take a 1-hour lunch break and come back at 2:35. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Love like fire. Wow. Love like fire. Xam ngeen rek affaire bi xam ngeen fan la? Skincare la. 2020 lañ wax de. Waaw. Fii nag mooy Kerr fan, Kerr zero tache. Perfect skin. Skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek. Loo lañ soxlaati rek. Maanaam bu ngeen am problème ci seen skin yéen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal ba la ka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi di waxee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw fii ngeen di ñëw Skincare Plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk lañ leen a indilee products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa natural beauty that melanin dripping we do have stuff for you as well emuñ si skincare products rek ñu ngi ci cuub yi tamit fu ne la ñoo jaar in fact sax last commercial bi ñu defoon waxuñ leen woon dañoo dox ci ay kawar 9A grade rek nag waaw we do have bundles as well hair si lu ne la ñoo dox ñun ñu ngi ci rafetal jigéen rek luy taaral jigéen rek waaw boo leen di tukki tamit bëggoon rek classic suitcase ñu dañoo dox ci ay Samsonite duñ dee indi any brand of suitcases though other than Samsonite comme li ma dee wax rek boo eggee airport dëri Samsonite dafa am nuñ laa xoolee waaw ngeen ne lan nag waaw skin ci moom la ñu gën a xamee nag skincare products ci moom la ñu gën a xamee ñu ngi dox tamit bentee tamit si ay dàlla man waaye man nag skincare mooy suma specialty xam nga rek jigéen bu sa xar kanam réglé loo def mu jag am nañ Patricia Reiner, Kiwi Eye, the whole range, Lighten Up Gold, Tomatine. I mean, the list can just go on and on and on and on. Lépp loo xam ne rek luy taaral jigéen la ci yooyu rek la ñoo dox. Skincare Plus nag emuñ si Gambia rek ñu ngi United States ñu ngi Gambia fii ba pare bu dee yaa ngi anywhere in Europe mun nañ la ko mail within 3 days rek ñetti fan rek nga jot say diw emuñ si loolu rek dañ laa consult tamit balaa ñu laa jaay diw dinañ def a free consultation pour wax la rek exactly li nga xam ne moo méngoo ak sa kanam dinañ leen wax tamit ne rek am nañ perfumes, you know, fragrances, men's shirts, accessories. We do dresses as well. We do blouses. I mean, we do shoes. Name it, we do them. Skincare Plus 2020 is our year of perfection. Zero task. Fi mu nekk nii réew mi fii kenn waratu fi task. Kenn waratu fi am problème kanam. Kenn waratu fi am problème yu picca. Boo ko amee dafa fekk ne rek ñëwuloo ci place bi fii.
Love, love, love like fire. Bring my love, 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 love like fire.
Miss B Designer Outlet is the #1 quality and affordable stop shop for all your needs. Get your evening dresses, suit and ties, office wears for both ladies and gentlemen, beach wears, sport wears, pure leather shoes for men, quality belts, bags, heels for our beautiful ladies, original perfumes, accessories, and a lot more. Find us at Kololini Road opposite Gaddafi Mosque at the Aqua Bridge Station, or call us on 295-3411 or 764-2486. Miss B Designer Outlet. Shop right, look good.
When we touch down, better broke down.